Social innovation has been defined in different ways by different scholars as well as innovators. But the definition that I want to tell you today is the definition that uses social innovation, especially those new creative ideas, to come up with solutions to pressing social problems. Before I dive into my story, I just want to tell you a few things that I think are the main attributes of a social innovator. The first one is that social innovators are supposed to be opportunists, taking advantage of opportunities that come your way. Secondly, you have to be resourceful to get as many ideas as you can so that you can create a good innovation. The third portion is they should be persistent, regardless of harsh climates. The fourth one is being a risk lover. I know a friend of us might at one point of time regarded being risk lover as foolish, but I want to tell you this. If you've never been called a fool in your life before, then you haven't taken as many risks as you can. This is the reason why I think being a social innovator, one component is being a risk lover. I remember one time I was looking over the application forms of some people who wanted to be part of my organization, Global Hope Mobilization, and I was going through the applications. I saw on the portion where they talk about their hobbies, and I was fascinated by this young girl saying, I like skiing. And I wonder, in Malawi, we don't have ice, so where the hell are you going to ski? But anyway, what really fascinated me was that there was a person who also talked about traveling. I like traveling. That's one component I also like, traveling around and seeing places. And I remember when I was 11 years old, I moved from Blantyre to Karonga to live in my home village called Kayunga. And the village is popularly known as Kambwe, which means, it's a Tumbuka word that means a fox. So I'm not going to bug at you, so don't worry. While I was still there in Karonga, in my short stay there, I enrolled at a local primary school. So being at a local primary school, like a rural primary school, someone who's coming from an urban school, everyone thinks you're a genius, and people always come close to you to get to know what is urban life like. And it was so fascinating meeting new people and being a leader of different cliques at school. But the moment I joined my first clique, I realized that I was at an institution that didn't have running water taps. The best water that we used was the one that we drew from a nearby water well. And the water well was not fully protected. Over the course of time, while I was still at the institution, I witnessed different institutions coming along to install solar pumped water. The technology which was needed at that particular time, but it didn't last long because there's no one knowledgeable enough to come and play to help out when it had issues. Later on, that's when I realized that the issues that were arising from the technology, people couldn't make them because they were not involved in the process of making the whole innovation. And that sent us back to our old ways. In a few minutes, I'll show you a video of a social innovation. I want you to critically analyze the video and think of other things that I could have done better to make the project sustainable.
There is also a challenge at Nkukwa Primary School, for there is no clean water for the school's 1,654 pupils.
The problem is just now becoming a big one because we travel long distances to get the water, and it's bad water. We don't have even boreholes, we don't have piped water. Yeah, so it's from the wells, but we go very far to get the water. It has an effect because sometimes we do not have enough time for classes because we take more time when going there, maybe during break. So when they are there, they come back late.
It is under this background that Global Hope Mobilization, with support from Do Good Lab, came to the rescue of the village and implemented a borehole project in the area. It is expected that school enrollment will increase and there is going to be a decrease in waterborne diseases among the pupils at Nkukwa Primary School and the surrounding villages. Students from Kukwa Primary School are extremely grateful to Global Hope Mobilization for bringing the water project near their school.
Ndiye ubwera kwa dirawo limeneli kwatuongola kuti ifeyo tichitepo mwayi omwe apo madzabwino tsopano. Dirawo limeneli tilisamala tichitapo chitetezo.
The Member of Parliament for the area is very happy that Global Hope Mobilization has brought this much needed project to the area. Water is life. By bringing water to this community, one can safely say this community has been given life.
There are so many things that I wish I had done to the project so that it can be a better sustainable program. I wished I had made a continuous development in monitoring so that the project is going on well. I wish I had built a small fence around the water bowl, a borehole, so that they can protect animals from getting close to it. I wish I had formed a community sanitation as well as school hygiene club so they can know how best to use the water for. There's so many things that I wish I had made to make it more sustainable in my own perspective. But making something sustainable is still a learning process. So I stand here to be judged if it was going to be sustainable, because it's in 2011 that we implemented the project. So this should spark our minds to be thinking on how can we make our youth innovation sustainable. I want to finish by saying this, that next time when you come across a scenario that reminds you of your childhood experience, I want you to grab a pen. Grab a pen and write as many ideas as you can that can help you create an innovation. I'm not telling you to think outside the box. I'm telling you to take the box and kick it away and start thinking freely on how you develop ideas and research for new connection and networks that will help you implement a sustainable program. Thank you.